I just want to like talk about, all right, so like you've been up and down with stuff, right? You've been
Forever.
on
You
and
know the
off
whole story.
forever. So like what's in like we're not in a long podcast or anything like that, but like
Hmm.
hear a little bit about yourself. Like what do you do? What's your family life now? Like what was the biggest struggles you had? Like what were you like I know you from when we met. And I know a lot of
Right.
stuff that we talk about before that, but like where were you
Right.
before we even met? Like where were you at?
Oh God. Honestly, it has been up and down forever. Like I would say probably from my teens, you
Hmm.
know, early teens. And, I guess sometimes I think back, it's probably probably had to do with hormones and stuff like that originally. And I just never got a grip. Pete, I'm a worker. I've been working since I'm like probably two. That's how I feel.
Right.
So I was never really putting the time in that I needed. And honestly, never really had the best education about what I needed to do.
Okay.
So I feel like once I met you, I kind of learned, but I still never really put it into practice the way I needed to. I
Right.
did it for a while. I had lost like 70 pounds and then I put it all back on again,
Right.
just with the chaos of life.
Right.
And then, my sugar got bad. That was really the kicker for me. When I started to be diabetic, I was like, oh God, scared the hell out of me. I knew too many people who had all these problems and issues from that. And then, I struggled for a while with, trying to decide whether to try the medications that they had.
Hmm.
But no matter what I was doing, nothing was really making a dent.
Okay.
So, I found a really good doctor who's, common sense. She's like, you're not going on this unless you work out and change your eating habits.
Okay.
She's like, strength training is a must. She was not one of those people that's like, here, let me give it to you like candy and just, you don't have to do anything.
Right.
So I started that about a year ago, got that under control,
Right.
which was amazing. And then once I started to feel better, I didn't have the inflammation, the pain, all that other nonsense. I was able to move better. I could
Right.
barely walk for a while. It was bad. I had foot surgery. I don't know if you knew
Yes.
that. I
Yes, I
had foot
remember that.
surgery,
That was like sold you
which
the
was a
first
huge
time. That was the
setback.
first time.
Yeah. Yeah. So I had that foot surgery and had that really messed me up for a long time. I would say like 5 years.
Okay.
I just never had that mobility like I needed.
Right.
I couldn't do the simplest things. Even just walking was
No.
torture.
No.
So
No. But you did
so
it. Like you worked, right? You said you're a worker, and that was like it's kind of like what it made sense why you kept like a lot of people honestly would never have showed up again after the first day. But you just kept coming back and you just kept we would find ways for you to do it, and that was
yeah.
the
I always
thing.
heard your let me put it this way. I always heard your voice in the back of my head. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Always that voice.
right,
Like, you doubt yourself. And once I feel like I got past that, the noise in my head, I guess you
right.
could say,
Yeah,
it made sense. And now it's become such a way of life. But also, if you make the effort, you'll get it.
right.
See you on my bus leave. I'll see you tomorrow, Chris. So, once you make that effort and you have to put it in your schedule. And it,
Right.
like you said, now you're telling me, oh, little bits here and there. It makes such a difference. Even if you're just walking. Yeah, it's carving out those little pieces of time are huge,
Okay.
huge. Just a walk. Do a
Right,
couple push-ups. If you can't do it all at one sitting, do it, a little increments.
right,
Take the stairs, park
right.
farther.
So stupid,
You
right?
know?
It's
It
so
really is. And you know what? Like you torture yourself with this stupid stuff and you make yourself overthinking.
right,
Overthinking is like, right? I
right.
mean, I feel like that seems to be the biggest issue with most people.
I was gonna ask you, what do you think? Yeah, do you think it was because you were just like, oh, this,
Overthinking it. Too many people with opinions on how you should do it. Oh, this worked for me. Oh, I'll try that. Like you say, oh, look at the room, eat a green, look at the green box and take,
right,
what I mean? Like it's just
right,
like all these crazy,
everything.
stupid things that you try.
Yep.
And it's just so basic. Like think about early gym class. I don't know if you were maybe you're
Yeah.
too young to remember because I'm like a lot older than you, but like we used to do squat thrusts,
Yeah.
jumping jacks,
Yeah.
just simple movements.
I remember. I
Yeah,
remember. Yeah.
yeah. Like keep it
Standards.
simple. Keep
Keep
it
it
simple.
simple. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And
So
I
what
love it now.
right.
I
Then that's
love it.
like if you follow her like on on Instagram or any social, you can see you can see the difference in you as like not only just like physically, but like as a
Yeah,
person.
mentally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's no more like
yeah,
it's I don't want to say introverted, but like you can see a confidence level about just explaining to the things you do so much
yeah.
more to the extent that you learned because you did learn a lot.
Yeah, honestly, Pete, it took a while, and it was never easy for me, and even this is like a huge jump for me. But I've been trying to do new things
Right.
because I think when you hide your light, or like that tattoo that you have,
Yeah.
powerful
Powerful
beyond
beyond
measure. I
measure.
like
Yeah.
that's yeah, and it's so like I actually had that. I took it off my wall. I had that pinned up here on my
Okay.
by my desk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because even with work, like little things, you didn't, you're like, oh, you're being timid. Oh, can I do this? And I was tired of being that way. You
Hmm.
know,
Yeah.
it's in the gym now. I'm a little like I'm not afraid to go in and try new things. And
Right.
there was this one. It's funny because there was this one woman there when I first. I don't know if I told you the story. Um, I was probably doing one of the machines. I forgot. So anyway, she comes up to me and it was when I
Uh-huh.
first started at the gym. Again, like a big gym, not like your gym,
Oh, okay.
like a big gym. And she's, like I guess you could say she was like a bodybuilder. So she came up to me and it was probably like maybe my second, third day there. She goes, I just want to tell you something. And I was like, at first I thought she needed to use the machine. I was like, oh, what's the machine?
Yeah.
She's like, you have excellent form. She's like, I don't know
Oh,
where you learned it from, but you've got excellent form. She goes, I see all these guys here. They think that they're doing it. She's like, you've got excellent form. You're going to do great.
that's
So,
awesome.
is this, wait, I got called. I'm going to let it go.
Yeah, okay.
So she's telling me that, and I was like, oh, thank you. I was like, I was like happy that she said something like that to me
Right.
because I've
That,
never heard anybody say that. I said, well, I had a really good teacher. I said, and that's the voice in my head when
Huh.
when I'm doing stuff like that.
Well, thank
So,
you. That's a good say nothing better than validation. Like just being
yeah,
validated, the like am I
yeah,
you could be there the whole time, like being insecure, like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know. And then some
yeah,
bodybuilder is like, hey,
yeah,
you gotta
yeah,
perform. It's like, fuck yeah, I am. It's like
yeah,
it just gives you like it's another badge, It's like here's your badge,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. And it's like, I try not to like take too much like, oh, I need to hear it from other people, but it is nice to hear it from someone who's like really knows their stuff. You know what I mean?
right.
Um, but I have to say it's been a really interesting journey, really interesting. And I'm learning a lot
Yeah.
about myself, about other people, about how things, you know, just about navigating different
Everything.
things too, and like I think you said, I'm sure I've heard this, you say this, like um once you get that kind of control in your life,
Right.
that under control, yourself under control, other things kind of fall into place,
Right.
right?
Yeah. It's just
I mean,
you put yourself in a pattern, like you put yourself in the place of it feels good,
yeah,
it's gonna feel good. It just keeps moving along, right?
yeah,
That's like I
yeah,
forget I can forget the wording on that one there, but like things can happen and it's gonna change, but as long as it doesn't align with you, then it doesn't matter anymore. It's like all right,
right, right,
whatever,
right,
It's like oh, I'm worried
yeah.
about the party I have to go to. What are they gonna think about me? It's like fuck you, I don't care. I'm wearing this. I'm going
Exactly.
here. I know,
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
it's the
yeah,
overthinking is
yeah,
less. I guess the voices
yes,
get quieter, right? You can say.
they definitely got quieter.
Yeah.
I've gotten a lot better with not really worrying about it anymore, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. So what
really
was the
not.
turning point? What was it? Was it the sugar when you got called out on the
It was
sugar? Was that
definitely
like,
well, you know what? My dad had had a stroke a few years ago, so I was always petrified of strokes. And then
mhm.
like, I was getting very bad bouts of gout.
Oh,
And I mean, I was like literally almost crawling into the doctor's office, and my sugar was high. My blood pressure was insane, probably because of the pain I was in, but it was like, and they're like, I mean, I had never had that in my life.
right.
So, I'm in tears in the doctor's office. I'm like, I can't move my foot. I mean, it was probably, I would have rather had children. Like, that's how bad the pain was. And she's like, I had the appointment with the doctor that I'd brought up. And then I had an appointment with the cardiologist because of all the other stuff that was going on.
Hmm.
So I said, I promise I'm going to get everything under control. And I just said, that's it. I'm not going to, I can't even, I'm sure you've been there because I know you've been through your own things, but like you get to that point where you're just like, I am not, this is not going to be my story.
Right.
I am not going to be an overweight, diabetic, miserable, uncomfortable, you know,
Right.
fat person anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like it's not me. I have an inner athlete that's trying to get out forever.
Right.
You know, I used to be very athletic when I was a kid. I loved running around. I played all different kinds of sports. I was like,
Right.
I'm missing out on life.
Right.
You know, I was just missing out on life. Simple things.
Right.
And it was definitely the sugar. Sugar scared the shit out of me. My mother-in-law had died. She was diabetic. She passed away when I watched, you know, I saw her die, and that kind of like, you know, I saw her body was starting to shut down. I'm like, this sucks.
Right.
Like it really wreaks havoc on your body.
Yeah.
And I was doing it to myself. There was no one else responsible. I was doing it to myself.
Right.
So, you know, that was the turning point. That was
Yeah.
the turning point for sure.
For sure. And what that feel like taking that first step, like when you decided to, what did you think about? Like, it's like, all right, this is it. Like, what was the first step you took after, besides getting the medication, getting the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
whatever di did you take medicine for diabetes or no?
For diabetes, yeah.
For
Well, that's why
diabetes.
she put me on the Manjaro. Yeah, because
Gotcha.
it was like I was just about almost like 8 point something. And, you know, that was the highest I had ever been,
Yeah.
A1C. And my sugar was like two something, and, you know, and she's like, let's just give it a shot. And I was like, you know, I had her, you know, you hear all these
Of
crazy
course.
things and people think, oh, and honestly, the stigma of, oh, you're
Oh
taking
yeah.
medication. And I said, she's like, listen, it's just a tool.
Right.
You don't have to be on it forever. Let's get this monster under control because it's not just about your weight now. You
Right.
have other metabolic things that are going on. We got to get this under control.
Right.
And, you know, slowly but surely, I started very low and I've been on, you know, something very low for like,
Right.
you know, I honestly, I don't even really feel like I need it so much anymore. So I'm
Right.
going to try and wean off of it.
Mm-hmm.
But, because now I have those, you know,
Skill
things
sets.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, skill sets.
Yeah. Skill.
And yeah, I was really scared. Honestly, I was really scared. I'm thinking I'm either going to have a heart attack or a stroke.
Right.
And, you know,
Right.
but that was definitely like once I started to feel like I had it under control a little bit, I was like, okay, you know, when I was able to walk and not gasping for air,
Right.
you know,
Right.
walk up a flight of stairs.
It
Um,
it it changes people.
yeah,
It
yeah,
gives them that sense of belief again. Like I'm
yeah,
not against that at all. And people, oh, they're doing this. Some of the whole industry, they're just trying to make it a thing. I was like,
right.
you have allergies? Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't you take
exactly,
allergy
exactly.
medicine? Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you have
yeah,
diabetes?
yeah,
Yeah. Don't you take
yeah,
diabetes? Well, this is also
yeah,
something that's going to help. My friend actually just called me last week and he just diagnosed with diabetes. And now
yeah.
that was the next thing was like, do you want to take this? And he's asking me. I was like, fuck yeah. Like, take it. But
Honestly,
you better listen to
and it
them.
also gets rid of that noise in your head, the food noise, you know.
Yes.
I feel like it made things clear. Like I can't even, it was weird. It just felt like a calm came over me. And I don't know, like I said, I don't know if there's like a placebo effect to it, but I
Hmm.
mean, obviously it does other things, but
Right.
um it just allowed me to get rid of that nonsense in my head too. Like, you know, oh, I need to eat like, you know, five Oreos right now or
Right.
something. All those cravings were gone. It was almost like
Mm.
the only way I could describe it is when I had my kids and I had morning sickness.
Right.
I had aversions to food. It's
Mm.
like that for me. It's not an aversion, but it's like, no, you know what? That doesn't appeal to me right now.
Right.
It's amazing, and I your body makes it naturally.
Right.
GLP-1.
Yeah,
So I learned
absolutely.
about that. I learned about the mechanics of it. And I said, all right, I was scared because everyone's saying, oh, you know, you could get this, you could get that. But if you go to a good doctor who knows what she's talking, and her thing is, you are not going on this unless you exercise and you eat. You have to change your habits because this medicine helps you, but you have to do the work.
Right.
And now, I mean, I had the best blood work I've ever had. Like I'm down 5.1. in my for my A1C. It was like in the 80s, my
Oof.
blood sugar. Yeah, yeah. And I gained about 2 pounds of muscle and I lost about 3 pounds of body fat the last time. So now, like that ratio, it's the
Right.
biggest jump I've had where
Wow.
I've gained muscle. Yeah. So I'm not
Nice.
losing any muscle. If anything, I've gained muscle,
Right. That's
you
huge.
know?
That's
Yeah.
huge. Opposite of
That's
what
what
I've seen.
I'm, that's
Opposite
what
of what
my
I've seen.
goal is now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Good. I'm glad.
So I go to her once a month and she just checks in and I get on the scale, the what do you call it? The in-body scale.
Embody.
So it tells you all your metabolic stuff. And
Right.
as long as my muscles up and my fat's down, I'm a happy camper.
Right.
I'm not even so much concerned about the number on the scale anymore. That was another thing I had to get over
Right.
because, you could be rock solid and be 160 pounds,
Right.
you know,
Or you can be
or
a
yeah,
pancake and still be
a
160
pan
pounds.
exactly,
It could
exactly.
be one or the other. One or the
Skinny
other.
fat or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. Like I want to
Right.
have muscle.
And you're
Yeah.
seeing tons, and I'm really happy at the same time, like,
Uh-huh.
why don't fucking people listen? Like, it's like, oh, I've
Yes.
been saying
You
this
must be so
forever. But
frustrated. Yeah.
now it's like
Mhm.
strength train. It's like,
Mhm.
yes, you got to keep the muscle you
You
have.
have
You
to.
have to.
You
It's going
have
to go away
to.
by itself.
Yes,
It's
yes.
it's going away by
You're
itself.
going to atrophy. You're going to be a little like,
Right.
weakling.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
No.
even for just like seeing my mom, she's 93. She's still able to get up and down
Right.
out of her seat, like just doing squats. Think about when you're in your 90s and you want to get up off the couch
Right.
and tripping
Yeah.
and falling. That's probably the biggest problem older people have because they
That's
don't
the
have the muscle strength.
biggest one. They don't have the
Yeah.
nerve reactivity. That's why old people
Right.
need to do snatches. Dumbbell snatch,
Yeah,
people.
right?
That's the only reason I did it. Like I remember I had an
Yeah.
old lady inside. She's like, "Why am I doing this?" It's like, "Cause when you get older, you have to be able to do these movements. That's gonna
Movements.
make you. It's
And
just it's the same
mhm,
reaction for these guys that are listening at
right.
home. It's the same reaction to when you slip in a bathtub and you catch yourself really fast.
Yeah.
Older people
Yes.
don't have that reaction anymore, which is
Right.
why they fall into the tub or on ice or on
Right.
a slippery surface.
Right.
Yeah. They can't
Right. I
catch. It
know.
does it doesn't
Yeah.
click. Muscle.
Yeah.
Muscle.
Yes. Oh my God. I can't wait to like really, get to that goal. Like I said, I just want to be stronger. I just
Right.
want to be stronger and I want
Good.
to, I want to lose the body fat. Like as my visceral fat was like, oh, Pete, it was so bad. It was like 21 and now it's 14.
Wow.
Like that's insane. I mean, I still got a way to go, but
Still,
that's a
yeah.
huge, like
Yeah.
all that crap that's around your organs, like that's
Yeah.
my
That's a
goals
dangerous
now.
one.
Those are my goals.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
that's real
And I think
longevity.
that yeah, like if people invest themselves in a scale that tells you that stuff, to me, it's better. It may not be exactly like
Right.
an in-body scan,
Right.
but it's a better judge of what you're doing and how
Right.
you're
Right.
progressing.
If you guys don't know what an in-body scale is, it's a scale you see a
Yeah.
lot of gyms use it, personal
Yeah.
trainers. It reads your body fat, visceral fat, and it tracks like the progress of what you do. So not just a
Right.
scale for that. I forget what else other measurements. I only use it mainly for that.
Yeah.
Um,
Mainly for, yeah, those are the
but
ones that the
mainly that's
doctor
it.
pretty
Yeah,
much does.
that's
But
the
yeah.
one. So there's different variations of that, just in case
Water,
people are
body
wondering.
water,
Yes,
all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
yes, water weight
Yeah.
versus fat weight
Water weight.
versus
Yeah.
muscle weight.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So like what surprised you? We have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes left. What
Okay.
surprised you about the process? Like what surprised you about when you had it?
What surprised me is how stupid I've been with just making it so difficult. It's
Right,
not difficult. Just move. Just move. Start one little step. One little step. Change one habit. Cut back on your sugar or cut back on your soda. I never drank soda. Or
right,
cut back, don't drink. You know what I mean? Like
right,
do little things that are sustainable so that you're not doing everything all at once. You
right,
have to make those little because you didn't start this overnight. You've been doing this your whole life.
right.
Especially if you're a yo-yo like I
Yep.
was. Um, and you know what? It's sometimes, believe me, I completed 75 hard. I'm doing it now again
Right,
because I honestly it's the best I've ever felt.
right,
But like you really don't want to get up at 5 in the morning and walk before work. But you know what? I saw the difference. It's insane. And I was eating more than I ever did.
Right.
I mean, I eat a lot of protein. I make
Yeah.
protein, protein, protein,
Yeah. I'm sick of it.
protein,
Yeah.
protein, protein.
That's it.
Oh my God. And I was just talking to my cousin about it because she's trying to do some stuff,
Yeah.
and I said, you just got to eat protein. Make sure
Right.
you prior a pound, a gram per pound. And if you want to lose some, you bring it down a little,
Right.
like it's so simple.
It's so
It's,
crazy.
you've been saying it for years. And I said, I'm so mad that I
So
didn't
crazy. How
really
like
get, I mean, I got it a little, but now I really get it. You see the difference. It's
right.
insane.
Right. And that's the validation again. Like
Yeah.
that's all you have to work till, right?
Right.
Once you see the one thing, like for
Yeah.
you, what makes you the most proud of this process? What's the most
Most
proud?
proud.
Yeah. Without crying.
I'm trying.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
You can cry.
I'm like, did you notice I was starting to get a
Absolutely.
lump in
I'm
my throat?
I'm crying.
Um, Most proud that I've just finally got it. It's been such a challenge that like I said, I just wish I had learned it sooner.
Right.
But hindsight,
Right.
um, just if you're doubting yourself, just do it. Make it like I'm just glad I finally got it because it's such an empowering feeling to have that part of your life in control. And
Right.
it like I think also allowing yourself to succeed. I don't know if that's something you struggled with, but like
Yeah.
it was hard for me to like even to this day when someone says, "Oh, you look great," I'm like, "Oh, thanks," but I still got a way to go.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
like I almost like an imposter syndrome.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
know?
Absolutely.
um, and like even the fact that you asked me to be on here, I'm like, oh my God, someone's actually asking about my success.
Yeah.
It's a hard thing to handle if you're not ever really went through it,
Right.
and accept. So I'm getting to a point now where I'm learning to accept it.
Yeah.
And I really honestly I love talking to people about it now because it if you could get that part of yourself under control, you're going to feel so much better about everything.
Right.
You know,
Right.
it's funny. I just came on. I was showing someone I don't know if you remember your video that you made about the kettlebell, dropping the
Oh,
kettlebell.
yeah, yeah. Oh my God. That was like
That's like my
2010.
favorite thing ever.
Like
Yeah. So
2010.
I said I feel like I finally dropped that kettlebell.
Look at that. Fucking
Yeah.
15 years later. Nice
15
text, by
years
the
later,
way.
I
You
finally
text
let
me.
that shit go.
That's
Carrying around a 200-pound kettlebell.
it
Yeah.
takes
I
a
let go of
while.
a lot. Yeah. I let go of a lot and a lot of nonsense.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's
It's a
okay. I'm
roller
writing
coaster.
kettlebell down because I have to watch that video without cringing now.
Do it. I'm
I
telling
haven't
you,
watched it in
Pete. I
so
just
long.
watched it. I showed it. I showed it to someone I work with. I'm like, I go, Pete. So he's like, oh my God, I love that message. I'm like, I know. And I really,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Cool. It's so
master your
good.
goals.
Yeah.
Have it all.
It's so simple, but it's not, right? It's
So
so simple to say.
no, it's a lot of hard work. Like I don't want
Right.
to minimize. It's a lot of hard work. I mean, I was getting my ass up at 5 in the morning, walk in 45 minutes, come, home, take a shower, go to work, come home, work out at the gym.
All right.
I mean, honestly, you're just so tired. You're like, all right, I'm going to sleep. And that's another thing. Sleep, sleep, sleep. You got to get
Sleep.
your sleep.
Uh,
It's great for your cortisol and all that
yeah.
shit.
One
So,
thing at a time. That's it.
yeah.
One
Yeah.
thing
Take
at a
little
time.
changes. Yeah.
One thing at a
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
It's really
Baby.
wild
Yeah.
to see where you're at now versus when I first met you.
Oh,
I
Pete.
remember you walking in, like just out of the car in, like, what the fuck am I doing here?
I remember looking at things like all the little notes. I'm like, oh boy.
There's chains
I
everywhere. Why is
remember
there
like,
chains
but you
here?
know what, Pete? You guys got me over the fear of stepping in, which was a huge thing for me because I never wanted to go into a gym.
Right.
But like I said, you guys, you in general just really planted the seed and it took a few years to grow. So I thank you for that because, you'll always be in my heart for that reason. And you
Thank you.
always encouraged me. So I appreciate that.
Thank
And
you.
I'm not going to cry.
It's
I
okay. You
can,
can. I'll encourage that too. It's all right. You don't have to. It's all right.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
Uh,
Once.
but you really, you always made it fun and you always, encourage no matter how low, no matter, how high it was. there was always a powerful message behind it, and I just, you know, I will always appreciate that forever.
Thank you. See,
Yeah.
I'll take
One of
that.
these days we got
This
to work
hard
out
stat
together
that like
again.
compliments to me is like force field. Like
Yeah,
fucking
I know. I see you're bouncing back. No
yeah,
more.
bouncing back.
Yeah.
Nope. No, no, I'll take it. See, I still work, on things too. So
I know,
a
I
lot of
know, I
times.
know. Hey, we're all a work in progress. I don't think I'll be done until
No,
I'm 6 feet
nope.
under. So
But like you said, like, do I want to go this way or do I want to go the way I'm fighting?
yeah,
You know?
I want to go bruised and skin
Yep.
knees and
Yep. Yeah.
and beat
Exactly.
up and yeah, down
Yeah.
fighting.
Yeah, like it's your kids are gonna take that away. And that's I feel it's the
Exactly.
biggest thing. Like everyone's like, oh,
Yeah, oh,
I
that's huge.
I tell whenever if someone talks to me about anything, especially if they have kids, I'm like, listen, the way you're talking, you just have to reframe it, and not like, oh, I have to work out because I want to lose
Oh, I
weight. I
get
have to work
to.
out. It's like, no, I get to, and you're
Yeah,
doing this to have more energy for your kids. Like
yeah, yeah,
working out gives you energy. I don't care because
yeah.
if you didn't, you'd be way more tired than you are
Oh
now.
my God, I know,
It's just
right?
different people,
Oh.
and you got to reframe it. You got to
Well, you
reframe
know
that.
what? I also think to myself, like one of the things, the other thing that got me going was just thinking about like my dad. He was so frustrated. He had a stroke, and he couldn't. I'm
Hmm.
thinking, how am I complaining? I can still move. Stop
Right,
acting like you're, in a wheelchair.
right,
So, like, if you have it, use it.
right,
Use it.
right,
Use what God gave you.
right.
That's it.
Yeah.
Use what God gave you.
You don't know how, find someone to help you. That's the easiest thing you
Exactly.
can
And
do.
don't be afraid to ask for help too. That's
Don't be
another
afraid to
huge,
ask for help, please.
huge lesson.
I think your
Yeah.
75 hard keeps you accountable too. That keeps you like
Yeah.
on track. It helps you.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not for everybody, but for me,
No, it works.
it was another facet of other things that I've learned, and
Right,
and I had great results. So,
right,
um, and it's very simple.
right,
It's the same thing we're talking about.
right.
It's just
Just-
budgeting your day,
right,
figuring it out,
right,
fitting it in, and realizing that you're wasting time that you think you don't have. You do
right,
have it.
right. And someone
Stop scrolling on
listening,
your screen. Yeah,
right, right. Right. Someone listening
stop scrolling on your screen.
is gonna make this
Yeah,
harder than it is. You're right. They're gonna say
right.
they're gonna overthink. And I know if they're listening right now, they're overthinking already. Like, oh,
Overthinking it
so the
now.
what? Let
Exactly.
me rewind it to the beginning. What they say, what do I have to do? Pick one fucking thing. I'm gonna give you a menu.
Just exactly.
Boom.
Start
Pick one.
the simple. Even just throwing the crap out of your house. Get that clear because
Right.
that's like a good thing. Or
Hmm.
walk instead
Right.
of, park far. Walk.
Right.
Take the stairs. Don't take the elevator.
Right.
Simple things. Simple things. You know,
And
and eat your
what's your
protein.
total progress right now?
All right. Well, I started out
Highest to
before I even
lowest.
started with okay. My highest was 232,
How tall are you?
and I'm huh
How tall are you?
410. I was carrying so much crap around.
Uh-huh.
That's what the doctor said. She's like, just imagine you're carrying like that much extra on your back every day
Fuck.
for how long I did.
Right.
And now I'm just like 158.
Come on, man.
I know.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I gotta get to like I would ideally I would like to be like 115, 120, but I'm not so focused on that number. I want to get close to that, but I more than anything want to get my, fat composition down and
Right.
my muscle mass up. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Just keep lifting, build that muscle, eat that
Yeah.
protein.
I love
Thank
lifting.
you.
I love
That's
deadlifts. I
great.
love deadlifts. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
great.
And I'm just starting to inch into being able to do a pull up.
All
We'll see.
right. All
Cross
right.
fingers. I'm
You know
working
what?
on it.
The best part about this is you didn't say my foot or my shoulder or my knee the
No,
entire time, right? Like
nothing's
that
bothering
would have
me
been the
anymore. I don't
three
care.
things. This is 2010, 11, 13, 14,
Yeah, I
20.
know. My foot, my knee, my ankle,
Foot,
my
knee, ankle, shoulder. Like always. We always have to find variations. Now she's saying pull up. Who would have fucking thought?
in a million years.
I wouldn't have
Yeah,
thought.
yeah. I'm gonna try in the gym tonight, the assisted machine. I
Yeah.
saw some girl fall on her ass and I'm like, oh no, I don't want to
Um,
do that. So
I know.
I'm
So if my
like,
advice for that one as a fitness professional, for you especially, try
yeah,
to do this one, neutral grip to start. You'll be your
yeah,
strongest here, safer for your shoulder, and overestimate how much it is on the
Put
rack.
a lot of weight on it, right? A lot of weight
Yeah,
on it.
just
That's like I'll
overshoot
put
it.
it over my weight, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just over wherever. Do where you think
Yeah.
it's pretty heavy, and then feel it,
Okay.
and then go back, and
Yeah.
then go back.
Okay.
Instead of being
Yeah,
like,
because
oh,
I was
we're at
like, I saw this
80.
girl fall on her ass. Pete, you would have died. And as a mother, I'm like, oh my God, are you okay? Tell them that you're. She
Yeah.
fell right on her bone,
Oh my
backbone. I was like,
gosh.
oh, that looked like it hurt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
So I was like, I don't want to do that.
No, don't do that. Don't. So that's how you approach it. So that's how you approach pull-ups, everyone. That's a
Exactly.
whole nother
Exactly.
podcast, by the way. So
Yeah,
I'll do
whole
that.
other podcast. Yeah.
But I do have to go. I have to grab my
Okay.
kids. All right.
All right,
Thank you.
Pete.
Thank you
It
so
was,
much. Thank you.
thank you for asking me. You have no idea what this did for my soul.
I'm
So,
glad. I'm
and thank
glad.
you for always being a protector of my soul too.
Well,
I
thank you.
appreciate it.
All right. You're
Okay.
welcome. All right.
Wow.
All right. Have a
Bye
great
bye.
day. Have a great night. I forgot it's nighttime
You
there.
too.
All
Yeah,
right.
I know it's early there by you. All right. Take care.
All right. Have a good one. Bye.
All right. You too. Bye bye.